rear shockers. This is an MAB shocker with a short shroud, and this is for the JK and L model with a longer shroud. It's best to check that the rubber cushion is in good condition. To assemble, first place the 2 washers on the top shocker mounting. If you're using genuine Suzuki zinc washers, there'll be 3 as they're much thinner. The gap in the 2 washers is for the grab rail. This is the correct position for the lever, however, it can be necessary to move it 1 notch forward to get the cable to reach. Don't forget this small spacer. Fitting the steering stem. Use plenty of grease on the outer race holder, and then you'll need 18 ball bearings at the bottom and 18 at the top. Fit the race cap, which should have a ridge on it. Please note that this cushion has a correct way up. Tap the fork leg down until it's level with the steering stem head. Horn, brake splitter and speedo cable guide. These items are fitted all in one assembly. Fitting the pipes. Make sure that the 3 collars aren't bent in any way. This can be done by putting them on a flat surface and rocking them. This one appears fine. Screw the collar onto the exhaust pipe with 2 or 3 threads showing. Grease the exhaust gaskets. This will help to stop them slipping out when you're fitting the pipes. Fit the centre pipe first. This is best before fitting the radiator and radiator bar. Don't completely tighten at this point, as some movement will be required a bit later. This is the correct gap that you'd see before tightening. This is how the gasket goes on the lower small pipes. Use the movement in the centre pipe to get the gap between the main stand bolts equal. Fit the top radiator hose by sliding fully onto the radiator, being extra careful not to bend or kink the hose, as this can cause damage to the structure of the hose, causing premature failure. Push the plug in firmly for the main lighting switch cluster. You can't go far wrong here, as if it's correct, all the colours will match. This is the 6-pin connector to the digital gear indicator. Now push in the 4-pin connector to the ignition switch. Now fit the plug for the high beam, indicator and neutral. Side stand assembly. Scrape the powder coat or paint from the pivot area and grease well. Fit the oil hose onto the 2-stroke reservoir tank. It's imperative that you use the genuine oil pipe and clip in this situation. Fit the other end of the hose to the oil pump. Again, make sure the clamp is in place. The angle of the junction is also important. Wrap the hose around the crankcase breather. Note that if the crank seals have gone, this is where the engine oil comes out. Make sure that the engine rubber mount is in this position, otherwise you'll experience difficulties when fitting the oil pump cover. Standard layout of ties, badges and decals. Some models will have the rubber mirror mounts. Unfortunately, replacements are only available in black. The S is on the top of the left-hand grip. The clamp bolt holding the clutch lever will sometimes have a number 7 on it. The rubbers that protect the tank from the flap are available. These screws enable you to adjust the height of the tank flap. This spring bracket holds the tank lock. Some models for the European market have reflectors fitted on the rear light bracket and front forks. Here are the L model tank badges unique to this model, as is the seat with Suzuki GT on the back. This is a genuine Suzuki steering damper.